Back pivot left foot. Twist and then pivot. Good. Okay, now, again, I can't take them to mastery right yet. Okay, this pivoting is going to be very important when we start to play one-on-one. Now, when we play one-on-one, we are no longer playing a lot of what I call static one-on-one. I'm not going to teach a lot of jab series, shot fakes. We're teaching catch, make a decision, and play right away. Okay? Because remember, we talked about a 1 second advantage. In the game, what eventually we're going to try to get the kids to do is understand how to keep, find the 1 second advantage and keep it. Every time we stop and freeze the ball, what does the defense have a chance to do? Recover, get back in position. If we can keep the ball moving, defense has no chance to recover, and there's always that advantage. Old style basketball, you could do that because there was no shot clock. And you could always use the famous words, set up. Now, even if you do not play with a shot clock, which you probably shouldn't at mini, but you need to be teaching them the concepts that they're going to use at the next stage of the game. Does that make sense? Because if you're teaching them, oh, pull it out, set it up, we get it to our best player, we isolate, everybody clear out, let them go one-on-one, you're not really teaching them how to play. To me, the worst coaches in mini basketball, and if that's some of you people, I'll be very honest, I hope I offend you. But if you're the type of coach who has your son or daughter, you isolate them and then make everybody else go stand over there because the rules say they can't play zone, you're the one who should not be coaching mini basketball. Because you are not teaching the kids how to play. You're taking advantage of the rules, and you're taking advantage of the kids. Go coach at the NBA level where they run isolations. That's the only place that isolations really work. And it's because they have a rule in that you can't play help defense in the key. That's the only reason it works at the NBA level, because they have a rule that says you can't play defense with help defense. Okay, so we're not trying to teach them something to win a game. We're trying to teach them something that's going to help them get better as they go through. Okay, so here's the first one we're going to work on. I need 2 volunteers. Let's use this one down here. So let's have everybody line up in a line right here. Eventually I'll get you going to all baskets. Go to the foul line and face the basket. And who is my other volunteer? This is how we're going to start. Defense in a good defensive stance, but face the basket. It's a little different. Offense right here. Good offensive stance. Now, your good offensive stance, start with a wrinkled wrist, ready to go. Now, why am I starting them like this? Because he's going to have a clear 1 second advantage. You can play defense once he goes, you see him go by you. Now, if he goes in a big circle, he's going to catch you. That make sense? You got to go, we call it clip his hip, go right by him. And you must start with a crossover. So, I'll demonstrate. If I'm going that way, guys, I got to do my twist and cross over for my layup. If I'm going this way, I twist. See what I'm doing? I'm twisting. I cross over. I'm going this way for my layup. And you're chasing me. Okay, let's watch him. See how he does. Go to score. Good. Okay, now we come back and we switch it up. Switch it up. Switch it up. Right at the foul line. Defense right at the foul line. And you start in your stance, but you got to start. If you're going that way, you got to start with that foot. You're going that way, step with that foot. Ready? Okay? Now, does everybody understand? Now, you get a ball, and who's your partner? Start at that end. You get a ball, and you guys be subs there. We need 1 ball for the 3, and you guys sub in here. Okay? We just have to sub through. Okay, way you go. On your own. On your own. Now, while they're going, I'm going to answer. Why a crossover step? Keep going, guys. Why a crossover step? Darren, can you come up here? We're teaching one-on-one. What we're trying to teach him is to be strong. If Darren, face me. If I use a crossover step, and if Darren hits me or bumps me, I can push into him. I can push. If I do this, I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I can't resist. Okay? And I have an awful tendency that I'll go wide. We need to learn to teach kids to what's called clip the hip. So when I'm going, I'm picking a spot right there. I'm not, see, he'll make an illusion with his arms. And what kids will do is they'll go around the arms. I'm not creating a 1 second advantage when I do that. So I need to learn to go right there. Clip his hip. And as I can push, I can do that. I'm not trading, I'm not fouling, but there is going to be contact. Does that make sense? Right? There is contact. So we want to go clipping the hip. And that's why we're teaching across. The other thing is, at the higher levels, if you do this, they're calling it travel every single time. Okay? At the elite level, that's a travel. So we're trying to help them get stronger. Okay? That's good. Okay, hold up. Now, this time, guys, I don't want you starting there all the time. Let's say you want to start over there. Start over there. Where's the defense? All the defense has to do is put your back to them. So now we're playing from different angles. Now start in triple threat. Ready? Away you go. Excellent. Okay, so now start from different spots. Away you go. So don't always play one-on-one from the foul line, because that's not a realistic place. Okay? So what we're focusing on here is using their 1 second advantage, clipping the hip, and attacking to score. Okay? Okay, hold up. Now, guys, hold up. Now, we're not getting enough activity in. See, now we could have one pair on this side, another pair on that side, pair here. You understand? When can you go, though? So you guys set up over there to go, and another pair set up over here. Just watch here, guys. See, part of our job is help them maximize activity. Okay? Who's got the ball here? Who's on defense? Okay. Who's going first? So you have to figure it out. I don't know. Okay? Now, you got to be ready. When can you go? When can he go? When the basket is clear or open. Is that what they really do in a game, too? You would not drive if somebody stand at the basket. So also start to teach them know when to go. But we want to be ready to go as soon as they're done. You two go. Wait. You go. Can you go? Is it clear? Okay, now you guys should be out here ready to go. You understand? Away we go. When the basket's open, next group goes. Oh. And stop. Okay? Hold the balls. Now, coaches, using both hands. Now, one of the things you have to understand, the younger they are, there's a stage when we just have to get confidence handling the ball. And they're going to use a dominant hand, and that's okay when they first learn. Does that make sense? Because they just have to get some confidence at something. But then we get to a stage, and I would say these guys are now at that stage where we almost have to spend more time on the non-dominant hand. Because they're pretty good with their right hands, guys. But I'm not seeing a lot of guys use your non-dominant hand. So in practice, we should almost be like 60, if you had 10 times, 6 times with your non-dominant, 4 with your strong hand. Does that make sense, guys? That's how you're going to get better. Using your non-dominant hand. Okay? So the rest of the time today, really think about that, trying to use your non-dominant hand. Now, I would also step in drills, and you'll see later on how we do that. Now, how do we start to load it a little bit? And what I mean by load it is challenge them. And you have to understand your job as a coach is taking them through the stages of skill development. The first stage is introduction or initiation. First time they've ever seen it.